Politics with Laura. I got a good one for you today. We got a lot to discuss, and yeah, you see this right? Black Democrats, how do you like Joe Biden now? How do you? We got a lot to talk about, and it's only going to get interesting. The more you keep your head in the sand, you know, you just you just got to do more than just think everything's okay when it isn't. Uh, I'm trying to finish something up, but I would like for you to please like my video, subscribe, please subscribe. That would help out. That would help me out. That would help me out a whole lot. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. There's a lot of things I would like to do, but however, I can't do it until I get to that point. Okay. All right. Here I am. I'm trying to do two things at one time. Okay. Now, here we are. Black Democrats. Again, how do you like Joe Biden now? How do you like it? Because if it weren't for Black Democrats, Joe Biden would not have made it. Now, some people, I'm not even going to get into that part of it, the voting part of it. No, I'm going to leave that one alone. That has been beat down like a rug. Forget about that. But those of you who do not understand is that in politics, I'm going to tell you again, stop inboxing me telling me that I'm a right-wing Republican and a coon and a sellout. Nah. The only one who's a sellout and a coon is you, and you don't know it. When you have your vote, this right here is a business transaction. Understand this. Your vote. You're supposed to get something with your vote. So if the person's going to say, oh, I'm going to do A, B, and C for you, and you do your part by giving them your vote, and they don't do A, B, or C for you, that's called a breach of contract. And you hold them to task for it, but that's not what you're doing. No. Me being an independent, you got to give me something for my vote. And not only on the local elections, but also on the federal elections. However, let me back up here. Let me back up some. Now, there's a lot to cover. A whole lot to cover. Before I get into what I'm getting into, I'm going to poke again at Tierra. Oh my goodness, Tierra Mack, the Rhode Island senator that twerked her way into office and twerking her way to maintain her. This is embarrassing. I did a video on it yesterday, but I just want to reiterate this is Tierra Mack, a Democrat. I don't even think she had a platform. I think the only thing she did was twerk her way into office. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. She got up on her hands and twerked, and she put that out there, and the constituents thought that was something that they could vote for. Oh, yeah, you can't make this stuff up. You can't. But let me go ahead. Now, if you're not doing this, Democrats have nothing for you. And God rest her soul. Her name is Tanisha Bruley, I'm sorry, Tanisha Bruley. I'm just talking about how she's dressed. I did a video on her before. And just about how she's dressed, not her character. From my understanding, she's a good person. However I'm going to leave that alone. But if you're not dressing like this, then Democrats see you as a threat. I know you're going to say, oh, Laura, you're being melodramatic. You're being a bit too much. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. If you're not doing this or this, they're not going to take you seriously. They're simply not, because Democrats, Black Democrats, your condition has not changed yet. I don't know what you're waiting for, but you have to stop drinking the Kool-Aid, because I was a lifelong Democrat until I realized I got into an argument with a Republican and he slobber knocked me. He said, what have you received from Democrats as of yet? What did you get? What were you able to put into your hand that you were able to get? And nothing. Not a doggone thing. I had to admit it. And from that point on, I really started looking, and then I changed my party affiliation. That's just moi. Now, okay. Okay, Black Democrats. Let's go ahead and talk about Lori Lightfoot. Chicago. You voted Lori Lightfoot in, and she gave everything away. You didn't get one thing. Black Democrats, you didn't get one thing. Not one thing. She closed down your schools. Or Democrats closed down your schools. Oh no, you can't have that school there. We can't afford it. We don't have no money for it. Oh no, you can't have that school over there. You don't have no money for it. I think they had closed down 20 schools, 20. But when you get illegal migrants coming in, all of a sudden they got money all over the place. But don't believe me, don't believe me, don't believe. Oh, wait, let me go ahead and backtrack before I jump there. Oh my goodness. Um, Mayor Brandon Johnson, he put the nail in the coffin. Black Democrats, you weren't listening to him when he said that he's for immigration. Let me be plainly clear. He's for illegal immigration. Now, Brandon, he sold you all out for 30 pieces of silver, or shall I say gold, because he has his scratch already in his hand. He's putting these policies in. All of a sudden, all this money is coming out of nowhere. You didn't have any money to put anything in for Black folks. No, Black Democrats, no. While you're over there talking about Black Republicans, calling them sellouts, this, that, and the other, these Black Republicans have businesses. They are doing certain things that they're not relying on a Democrat to give them. Now they're out there doing their own thing. But no, not you. No. I was in that same, I was drinking a Democratic Kool-Aid. Oh my goodness, I did. But before I go any further, let me go back to Mac real quick. Now she twerked her way in. This right here is her official Twitter page. Now, if some foreign dignitary or anyone looks on her page, they're going to see this mess. Her twerking. That right there is beyond. You can't make that up. You cannot make that embarrassing stuff up. You can't. You simply can't. It's too embarrassing. But she's going to try to twerk her way in. All right. Now, back to Chicago. I want you to listen to this real quick, because this right here is, this woman is speaking. She's from Ohio, but she's speaking to the entire United States. And this right here, yeah, I'm talking about Black Democrats, but this right here is how bad it is. This right here is beyond bad. Let me put this down, this foolish woman. Wait a minute.
Other countries.
FEMA housing.
Now listen.
People were getting sick. We should not have been let back into town until all of this was done.
Get him out of office. ASAP.
Doc Rich, thank you. Doc Rich, please don't strike me.
Loved ones,
Check him out.
Tell him to scrub with Dawn.
It's disgusting.
Somebody needs to help us. We need
Bro, this is
help.
crazy.
We
But
do.
Biden wants us to give more money to
We need President Biden. We
other
need
countries.
FEMA housing. People were getting sick. We should not have been let back into town until all of this was done.
Get him out of office.
You
ASAP.
don't bring families back with their kids and their loved ones and then tell them to scrub with Dawn.
It's disgusting.
Somebody needs to help us.
I mean, you got this woman pleading. Doc Rich, check him out. He does great work on YouTube, and also check him out on Instagram. He does some really good work. But that's exactly what's going on. This right here is a American United States thing. This right here also affects naturalized citizens. This right here affects people that have their residency who came here legally. Now, yeah, Biden is giving money away to all these countries. Just giving it away. But I don't want to go down that road. I want to stick right here with you Black Democrats, because you're still drinking the Kool-Aid. You still think that you're going to get something out of this deal when you're not. If you do not look, if you're not doing this, if you're not doing this, as long as you're doing this, Democrats are fine. Joe Biden. If you're not dressed like this, God rest her soul. Oh, nah. Democrats have nothing for you. All right. Now, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to digress like that. It's just a mess. Now, let me go back to Chicago real quick, because I want you to really pay attention to something. Black Democrats, pay attention to this. Now here, Chicago to get a federal help fighting homelessness, officials say. Now, keep in mind that they spent $50 million that you Chicagoans are paying for. This is coming out of tax dollars, and they're giving it to people that have no legal standing. They say, Laura, but they're asylum seekers. That's not how you seek asylum. You go to the American embassy in that country and seek it that way. You don't just pack up all your stuff and say, well, okay, I'm going to go ahead and pack my bag, and I'm going to go ahead and make my way to the United States. I'm going to pass all these countries that I could go to seek asylum. No. I am going to go to the United States. I don't speak the language. No. I don't need to. I'm going to go to the United States because they're going to give me some free stuff. Yeah. And that's exactly what you're doing. Giving out free stuff. Get back to this article. This is telling. All right. Let me go down to this one part. Here. Now it says, during the inaugural address Monday, Mayor Johnson vowed to push through the proposal known as Bring Chicago Home. Really? You can't make this sugar honey iced tea up. Which will be like, I'm sorry, which will to hike taxes on the sales of properties worth $1 million or more in an effort to fight homelessness in Chicago. Oh, really? You were able, Mayor Johnson and Lori Lightfoot were able to take these schools that were shut down by Democrats, shut these schools down, about 20 schools. But all of a sudden, you could refurbish them like that, and then you put illegal immigrants that have no legal standing, but get all this money, $50 million, $50 million for 1 month. Now Biden is corrupt. Mayor Johnson, Lori Lightfoot, what kind of kickbacks are you getting for doing this stuff? Just a thought, just a thought. Hold on, let me see if I have any questions. Okay. All right, and oh, man, but no, I don't want to stop there. No, I don't want to stop there. No, it gets better. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson appoints deputy mayor of immigrant, migrant, and refugee rights. You voted for this. You voted for this. Sometimes you may have to look the other direction because Democrats has done nothing but screw you over time and time again. It's like, hey, Ike, hit me again, Ike. Well, let's take a look at this. You can't make it up. Here, I want to show one part. Check this out. Beatrice is an excellent addition to our team, and I am looking forward to working with her to provide these vital and cultural vibrant communities the resources they need to thrive in our city, Johnson said. You got black homeless people. You got white homeless people. But all of a sudden you got all this for really? And let's not dismiss people that are naturalized citizens. You're not getting nothing either. It's not only just black folks. I'm just pointing this out to black folks. This is right in your face. They're putting it right in your face, black folks. You voted that, you voted in it, you voted in, and they come here. We have these illegal immigrants that are here. They get money that you're paying for. They give them money. They give them insurance, health insurance that you're paying for. They're also giving them some kind of food stamps or something that you're paying for. Now they're giving them housing that you're paying for. And you got a whole lot of homeless black Democrats. But they're opening up these schools and they're giving them the red carpet. But you get nothing. Oh, let's not stop there. Oh, let's not stop there. No, 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 no. We can't stop there. We got to keep it going. Oh, before I go any further, I want to give a special shout out to Trayon White. He's a DC city council member in Ward 8 in Southeast DC. Now, he's the one who's saying that how he wants to revitalize, do more for Southeast DC in Ward 8. I'm sorry, Ward 7. When it came to voting, everyone, and I did a video about this before, Trayon, I don't go around saying I don't like people, because that very well isn't really a true statement. But I can most definitely say, Trayon, I don't like you. I backed you when Nudo jumped all over your case about your constituents wanting to send, $500 to the Nation of Islam, and then you had Nudo and Che running the charge to make you go down to the Holocaust and apologize. That had nothing to do with them at all. Nothing. And that was what your constituents wanted you to do. But they made you bow down to it and apologize. And you did. Nudo, could you please stop lying to me? You're embarrassing yourself. Brianna Nudo. Oh. But, yeah. All of them, all of the city council members, but except for Mary Chang, voted to allow illegal immigrants to vote in DC local elections. Not only did they broke the Constitution by grabbing onto the 14th Amendment, but also they bent DC Constitution in order to do it, only to stay in power. Apparently, you didn't learn anything from Los Angeles and what Nori Martinez did. You haven't learned anything, Trayon. No, I don't like you. But I had to get that. I had to get that off my. Oh, let's talk about Adams. Eric Adams. Eric. This guy right here, Eric Adams. Oh, man. You can't make, look. Black Democrats, they have your own people that look like you, that sell you out for 30 pieces of gold to get whatever Joe Biden is trying to do. And we basically have a firm understanding of what he's doing. Because he said it. He said that he wants to bring in more white people from Eastern Europe, and he's doing it, bringing in the Ukrainians and other people. And he's giving them money, a blank check. As Joe Biden said, the United States, you can have every fiber of it, NATO. Yes, he's putting you. He's saying, yes, the citizens of the United States. Oh, yeah. And that occurred. And I'm going to give you a timeline. You can go ahead and look it up. That's when the East Palestine crash happened. That disaster. He didn't even stop to go over there and look. It took Buttigieg, a couple of days or maybe a week to get down there, but Joe Biden knew about it and just kept on going. But that's not the worst part. Look at this. Look at this mess. Now, many fear, a lot fear. Rent hikes across the country means evictions. Eviction notices for many Americans. Yes. And you know who's not getting evicted? Illegal aliens. They're not getting evicted. They're living high on the hog that we are paying for. They got money. They're getting cars. Oh, They're getting credit cards by simply paying rent, but they're not paying rent. The government is paying their rent for 6 months and giving them jobs. Like I said in the previous video, in my building, there's this guy from Venezuela, can't speak English. The only thing when he knows how to say hello, hello, bye, and love America. That's it. That's it. How do you? Oh man, oh man, oh man. Black Democrats, you voted this in, and and they're getting money. They're getting it. You're not getting it. I'm not getting it. Whites are not getting it. Let me go back to this. All right, there's something in particular I wanted to show you because you can't make this up. Just all right, the increase. Okay, here. Eric Adams. In New York City, landlords also have pointed in inflation as a reason they're raising rent, citing increasing operations and maintenance costs. And also, this is also, actually, the whole thing is important, but I'm not going to go through the whole thing. The rent increase of 20% or more are happening because landlords expect to find tenants that are not housing market and who will pay higher rent, which will push more people out of the long-time homes that used to be affordable, Gershon said. So, and you got several things going on. Now, some people might think that that's about the, and that is true. The, you know what I mean? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But also, a lot of it has to do with illegal immigration as well and placing people. Now, Eric Adams got to the point to where he's asking New Yorkers, can you put these people in your homes? We don't know who these people are. We don't know. We have no idea. They haven't been vetted. They came in and said, hey, my name is Laura, and yeah, I'm here. I'm seeking asylum. I just want to work. Now, I did videos about Venezuela. There are jobs down there. Don't let that mess fool you. Please don't. They are doing a lot of, how can I say, China and Russia is down there upgrading the country to where now now the Pentagon is looking at Venezuela's military now. They're like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, which makes me question. You got people coming from these countries and China and Russia has been in Venezuela for more than 30 years. So, are they really asylum seekers? Or are they spies? Just a thought. Just a thought. And not only that, they're also, as Donald Trump said, and I had to think back in the 90s, when Florida, when the Cubans down there in Florida, you can't deny it, Cubans, yes you did. Back there in the 90s, I think it was 94, when it was Bill Clinton, and they were screaming Cuba is a communist country. Let our people go. And Fidel said, okay, I'll give you your Cubans. He opened up the jails, the asylums, and let all of them go. Then all of a sudden the Cubans were like, no, we're not talking about them. They are Cubans. You didn't say what Cubans. He gave you the Cubans. That's what's going on right now. Just look at your area and just see the wild stuff that's going on. I live in a sanctuary city. I got to get up out of here. It is too much. It's too much. Too much. I'm not going to harp on that. I'm not going to harp on that. But there's just too much wildness. It's too much wildness. But before I close out, look, Joe Biden, black folks, Joe Biden. I think 7 million people came in. Now I got to tell you, 7 million white people. Now Latinos. Now let me go ahead and make this very, very, very clear. You have Latinos. The lighter you are, because they have some serious colorism. Oh, the colorism is bad. Dominican Republic, you talking about cure the race, all that silly, wild stuff you talk about. And identity correct. Oh Lord. But the ones who Joe Biden are letting in are the white Latinos, or better yet, the Hispanics. They call themselves Hispanics. Go ahead and take your butt to Spain and talk that mess about you being Hispanic. They'll go ahead and correct you real quick. Nah, you're not Hispanic. The only white part about you is the language you speak. That is it. And then you gotta get your feelings hurt. I'm white. No, no, no. You got too much Indian in you. No, no, no. You are a bit too dark. No, you may look white, but you're acceptable for now. But the people who they're letting in will not disturb what they got going on. They're not going to rock the boat. And for the most part, they're going to take the jobs that they say you don't want. And Latinos, they're going to pay you less. Don't get it twisted. You're being used. You're being used. Okay? No one, no country will allow anyone to come in here any old kind of way. Now, keep in mind, they gave you an ID. They didn't give you no legal status. They gave you a freaking state ID, a driver's license. You have no legal standing whatsoever. Yes, IRS will take your money, but that has nothing to do with immigration. Two completely separate federal agencies. They will take your money, and guess what? When you don't act right, or if you don't serve the Democrats' purpose, or if you get out of pocket, bye-bye. Don't get it twisted. They may let you be anything you want to be to a certain extent. That's what Democrats do. But then they'll cut you off the knees and kick you out. You've been used. And you're being used against Black Americans. You are. You are. But here's the one who you overlook. Oh, you ready to go crazy. Donald Trump. Look, Black Democrats, you can call Donald Trump all kinds of names. One thing he is not a globalist. Joe Biden is a globalist. He is, dare I say, George Soros' boy. And George Soros is a lower level in this chain of command. I'm just putting that out there. But Donald Trump, he got Joe Biden. Check out on my Instagram. I have him admitting, Joe Biden admitting to having a DOJ. Let me backtrack that a little bit. He admitted to giving him trouble for the election, and that's exactly what he did. His home raided and everything. Look, this man brought tangibles. This man right here, Donald Trump, that you call a racist, he gave a lot of Black Americans an opportunity to make money. No. He doesn't give you what Democrats feel. Well, we're going to give you this. Well, no, you never asked us what we wanted. You're telling us what we want. Big difference. Donald Trump just left the money out there and we could grab it for ourselves. Just open up the resources and we'll get it ourselves. Democrats, we don't need you dictating what we're going to take. No. And Trayon White, oh my goodness, where are you at? I can't find you now. I'm going to be tweeting you. But on that note, I just want to go ahead and get this off my chest. On that note, please like, subscribe. Help me get to the next level. I'm trying to get to 1,000, as I said earlier. And I'm trying to monetize so I can do more. And yes, this is a business. Right now I'm volunteering until I'm able to get across that line so I can monetize and make some money to get my business going. So, Politics with Lauren, if you like my content, please like, share. Most of all, you could be doing anything in the world, which you are, but you're here with me, and I thank you very much.